Okay, so I believe this is day 3. Today was hard. Today was hard. And I have, to be honest, posting, even though I've made the video, has been the hardest part. Getting myself to make the video is hard, and thinking about what to talk about. Like, does it have to be a certain way? Does it have to be structured? Do I have to talk about how I'm scared to show up? Or can I just talk about the random idea that I have? Can I talk up, and if I'm talking about random ideas, how is that resonating? How is that really connecting with the audience? But I do think that what I'm going through is a little ADHD spiral, and I have to remember that I didn't find out I had ADHD until a year ago, maybe over a year now, actually. And so I'm still coming to terms with, one, understanding all of the different symptoms and how they show up in my life. And I, was very uneducated around it my whole entire life. One, not knowing that I had it, but also thinking that it only showed up by way of can't focus, or later finding out that like hyper focus, which I know that is me. So hyper focused that I forget to eat, that I'm working all day and from morning to night, that I feel like I'm finally in flow and feel like I can't leave that flow. And so, but as I started working with a coach and a therapist, understanding all of these other things that show up, like indecision, overthinking, just looping in like decision paralysis, when it comes to, sorry, that's my microwave. I knew that was gonna happen. When it comes to packing, like I love to travel, but I realized how overwhelmed I get with packing no matter what. And the thoughts of like, oh, but let me put this in, or but maybe let's repack. I haven't found quite the right language yet for me to describe the feeling. And I know that taking prescription medications to help is probably like, but something that I need to stay on top of more. But I also know that after doing a 10-day detox, that after the 10-day detox and incorporating the foods that I was eating, I feel like these spirals and these foggy brain, not being able to put action to the intent that I have, and knowing all the things, but having this paralysis and having this procrastination of like everything. It felt like I knew the things and I was just procrastinating. First, awareness of what that might actually be. Not blaming it on just a pattern and having to work through all this other stuff. Like, it could really be something like ADHD for me, and recognizing that. And 2, reincorporating sugars and alcohol and things like that I do enjoy sometimes, I think is showing up, and I'm more aware of how it is tying into how I'm feeling overall, mind and body. And so I'm going to try this detox again. I know it's not going to be straight like a commitment in eating that way fully, because I do enjoy going out to eat and all these other things. But I think that it will show up more often than not in my life now. And it also, I think, coming off of it and going back into my regular eating, although it's not horrible, it now allows me to see the difference. Even though I gave myself a hard time with going back to my regular eating, I think it actually is beneficial for me to feel and see the shift that I'm experiencing when it comes to fogginess and how my brain is working in my body. And so I'm excited to start eating clean again for, I would say, 70 to 80% of the time, and giving myself all the love and grace when I desire something that I love. So anyway, that's what I'm talking about. It was all over the place, just like I feel. And if you feel that way and you feel all over the place and you're procrastinating and you can't, like make decisions, and you feel like you're like spiraling in here and all over the place does not mean you have ADHD like me, but I know what you're feeling like. So that is what I'm talking about today. If you enjoyed some element of all of the things, randomness that I talked about today, then please follow along. I'm going to do my best, or my goal is to stick with posting daily. So please help me stay committed to this. Root me on, follow, and tell me to keep on sharing the randomness that is happening in my life. All right? Okay, bye. See you next time.